Yo, yo, yo. Alright, guys, we're going to be looking at chapters 6 and 7 of the Odyssey. After the Cyclops has been brutally blinded, we'll see what happens next. Alright, so we know that the next chapter is going to be Circe. So here are the three most important events. Make sure you're checking along with me, please. So the first one is Aeolus' wind bag blows the men off course when they let out the winds, right? So they continue to try. This time it's not Poseidon that's directly showing up, but he has that influence because of his relationship to the Cyclops. And so it's through Aeolus, right? But really, it was kind of Poseidon's doing there, okay? The next one. All right, so for the next one, we got the Laestrygonians, that's a big one, throw some big old rocks at Odysseus and his men, right? So again, things are just not going super well for him as he is getting off course here. But finally, Circe turns Odysseus' men into pig and they stay with Circe for a year. And so there's a lot that's kind of packed into how that happens, but that's really important that you need to know. They do get turned into pigs and then they stay there for another year. So they're still not making progress, okay? Chapter 7, Odysseus and the Ghost. Hopefully it was not too scary for you. All right. So first one here, Odysseus travels to the underworld, right? So that's how he beats the ghost. So make sure you have something about that written down on your packet. Okay. Next one. Ooh. Odysseus talks to his ghost mom, the ghost of Agamemnon, and the ghost of Achilles. So he is visited and haunted by several different people here. And it's really important to note that it's kind of those key players in his life. All right, that's something you may or may not need to know. All right, so make sure you have those things written down. That one should especially be on your paper for sure. Last but not least, the ghosts tell them tales about how they died and how to live, and they all leave the underworld changed men. So this is really a haunting experience for him, right? They kind of talk to him about his life choices, all that good stuff. Okay, so you should have those things written down in your packet or similar. Let's look at the discussion question over here for apply your knowledge. Are the trials and challenges Odysseus and his men face avoidable? What mistakes, if any, are they making that are leading them into trouble? What should they be doing differently? So this is a big one that hopefully you talked with your group about. If you don't have an answer right now, go back to your group and make sure you answer it, okay? Here's what we got. So obviously your answer will differ from mine, but that's quite all right. So they seem to be comfortable, and they're just kind of making themselves at home wherever they go. They have a little bit of misplaced confidence, thinking they can do whatever they want, but they're surprised that there are consequences. So like the opening the bag of winds, yeah, you're going to be blown off course, okay? So I would say to be doing differently, they should be more motivated to get home. Instead, they're just kind of doing what they want. All right. So guys, let's look down at these word meanings. All right. So the goal was that on your own you came up with these different things, hopefully without the help of a dictionary or thesaurus, all right? So we have subdued, that we know it's an adjective. It's sad or disappointed, and the evidence is that Poseidon is against them and they are feeling hopeless. So that kind of clues us in on that page about why he is subdued. Next is imploringly. That's an adverb. This means longingly or desperately. Remember, adverbs always end in ly. Circe is begging for her life, which she would only do if she was desperate. So again, that's going to show that idea of desperateness. Whoa! Okay, and then finally we have perpetual. That's an adjective, constant or ongoing. The underworld is a place where it would always be dark. And so you can look at those pages again, but that helps you with that context clues. These are absolutely questions that you will have on your formative that you will not have any other resources besides the sentence. So if you did not get these, please make sure you go back and understand how and why those are the answers. Okay? And then finally, author's language. So the passage is, we sailed in silence over the desolate sea. It seemed that our journey had been doomed from the start, and now great Poseidon himself was against us. We had every reason to be subdued. There's that word again. Okay? So first it's going to ask for the tone. We said hopeless. Okay? Words that help us, silence, doomed, and against. So that's a lot like that warm-up we did. Figurative language. Every reason to be subdued is hyperbole. Do they really have literally every reason? No, they don't. Okay? And then finally, it's negative because there are many reasons the journey is difficult and negative. Okay? There will absolutely be these types of questions tomorrow on your formative. So please, please, please make sure you've done that warm-up. You watched the video for that. And please make sure you understand how and why these are the answers. All right? Thank you very much.